Phoenix Sky Harbor is the 11th busiest airport in America. It handled a record 52.3 million passengers in 2024, and almost nobody in aviation is talking about it. While the industry obsesses over Miami's collapse, Newark's FAA caps, and Delta-JetBlue war at Boston, a completely different story is unfolding in the Arizona desert. American Airlines just accelerated plans for a brand new third terminal at Phoenix, years ahead of schedule. Starlux and China Airlines have both announced nonstop service to Taipei. Air France extended its Paris route to year-round, and Phoenix is about to become something it has never been before, a true fortress hub controlled by American Airlines, right at the moment when American is retreating at every other hub it runs. This is why Phoenix is the most underrated aviation story in America right now. To understand what's happening, you have to understand how Phoenix got here. For decades, Sky Harbor was treated as a secondary hub. American Airlines inherited the Phoenix operation through its 2013 merger with U.S. Airways, which had built Phoenix into its western hub after absorbing America West. U.S. Airways used Phoenix as a connecting point for coast-to-coast flyers looking for an alternative to LAX or Denver. The airport worked, but it never carried the prestige of American's Dallas or Miami operations. It was functional, not strategic. Then the numbers started climbing. In 2019, Phoenix handled 46.3 million passengers. By 2023, it had recovered to 48.8 million. In 2024, the airport broke every record in its history and hit 52.3 million, a 7.5% jump in a single year. That's one of the fastest growth rates of any major U.S. hub during that period. Traffic softened slightly in 2025 to 51.6 million, but Phoenix still ranks as the 11th busiest airport in America and the 38th busiest in the world. The airline split tells the real story. American Airlines controls 40.4% of all passengers at Phoenix. Southwest controls 32.7%. Together, those two airlines handle over 70% of every flight in and out of Sky Harbor. That's a concentration level approaching Atlanta's Delta dominance or Dallas-Fort Worth's American dominance. Except at Phoenix, neither carrier has locked in the kind of exclusive control that defines a true fortress hub. That's about to change. American Airlines is under pressure. Its profit margins trail Delta and United. Its stock price has lagged. Its Dallas-Fort Worth fortress just lost 2 million passengers in 2025 for the first time in years. Miami is drowning in construction costs and Spirit's collapse. Charlotte is stable but can't absorb additional growth. The airline needs a hub that can actually grow. Phoenix fits the brief perfectly. Geographic position first. Phoenix sits at the center of the Sun Belt, the fastest growing economic region in the country. Arizona's population grew 12% between 2020 and 2024, faster than Texas, faster than Florida. Phoenix Metro is projected to add over 1 million residents by 2030. Corporate relocations from California have accelerated. Intel, Taiwan Semiconductor, and dozens of other major employers have built multi-billion-dollar facilities in the Phoenix region. Every one of those facilities needs premium business travel infrastructure. American already has the scale, 40% market share, roughly 21 million passengers carried in 2024 alone. A full international network serving Mexico, Canada, and expanding into Europe and Asia. American's Tijuana service and expanded Cancun and Puerto Vallarta routes are pulling in the kind of premium leisure traffic that generates the highest revenue per seat mile. And American has a competitive opening. Southwest's grip on Phoenix has been weakening. The airline is in the middle of a strategic identity crisis. Assigned seats, premium cabins, bag fees, red-eye flights. Every change Southwest makes is moving it away from the low-cost model that built Phoenix as its western stronghold in the first place. As Southwest transforms into a legacy carrier copy, it loses the specific advantages that made Phoenix loyal to it. American is stepping into that vacuum. This is the setup for a fortress hub, and American is investing exactly like someone planning one. In December 2025, Phoenix announced something that changes the entire strategic picture of Sky Harbor. The airport's new West Terminal, its third terminal, will be planned throughout 2026 and delivered significantly earlier than the original post-2030 timeline. Here's why this matters. Phoenix currently operates only 2 active passenger terminals, Terminal 3 and Terminal 4. Terminal 1 was demolished in 1990. Terminal 2 closed in 2020 and cleared. The new West Terminal will rise on that same location, near the airport's west end, and airport officials have already stated it is expected to host flights for American Airlines or Southwest Airlines, along with international carriers. The scale is significant. Phoenix is calling this a massive logistical undertaking. It requires demolition of existing support structures, new infrastructure to connect the terminal to surrounding freeways, and a complete airline realignment across the existing terminals. When a new terminal opens, every airline's gates get reshuffled to accommodate the new configuration. This realignment is where American Airlines wins. Whether American moves into the new terminal or stays in Terminal 4 with expanded gate count, it gains either exclusive space or dominant gate control. A new terminal built around one airline is effectively how fortress hubs are created in modern U.S. aviation. It's how Delta locked down Salt Lake City. It's how United claimed Newark Terminal C. It's what American already did with Charlotte. Phoenix is next.
The airport is also investing in Terminal 4 modernization alongside the new terminal construction. This is the cornerstone of Sky Harbor's 20-year comprehensive asset management plan, funded through airport grants, bonds, and passenger facility charges, no tax dollars. The economics work because Phoenix's passenger traffic is growing fast enough to service the dead. And, unlike O'Hare or LAX, Phoenix has no binding deadline pressure forcing rushed decisions. No Olympics, no World Cup, just steady, methodical infrastructure investment matched to actual demand. Phoenix has historically been a domestic airport. In 2024, only 5.6% of traffic was international, 2.9 million of 52.3 million passengers. That number is exploding. The trajectory is dramatic. International traffic at Phoenix grew 15.4% in 2024 alone. Air France launched Paris service in May 2024 as a seasonal route and immediately extended it to year-round and then expanded it to 5 days per week. Porter Airlines launched nonstop service to Toronto in October 2024. Aeromexico returned with nonstop flights to Mexico City in March 2025. Flair Airlines added service to Edmonton and Vancouver. Then came the announcements that changed everything. In May 2025, Starlux Airlines announced it will launch non-stop service from Phoenix to Taipei, Taiwan on Airbus A350 wide-body aircraft. In July 2025, China Airlines announced it will start its own non-stop flights to Taipei. These are the first ever announced Asian non-stops from Phoenix. For a hub that was purely domestic 2 years ago, having two separate airlines launch Asia wide-body service is an inflection point. Why is this happening now? 3 reasons. First, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Facility in North Phoenix, the largest foreign direct investment in Arizona history, has created enormous premium business travel demand between Phoenix and Taipei. Taiwanese executives, engineers, and supply chain managers need regular access. That demand is worth enough to justify A350 wide-body service. Second, Phoenix offers Asian carriers a Western U.S. gateway that isn't as congested as LAX or San Francisco. Third, American Airlines global alliance partnerships are deepening, giving foreign carriers confidence that connecting traffic will be available. When international airlines choose to serve an airport, they're betting on long-term demand. Having Asian wide-body service at Phoenix is the aviation equivalent of a hedge fund moving its headquarters to a new city. It signals that the smart money has already priced in future growth. The timing of Phoenix's rise is not random. It aligns with a specific moment in American aviation, where every other major hub is facing constraints that Phoenix doesn't share. Newark has FAA flight caps through October 2026 and operational chaos tied to air traffic control failures. LAX is scaling back expansion plans ahead of the 2028 Olympics. Chicago O'Hare is fighting its own airlines over the $8.5 billion modernization program, with the global terminal now unlikely to open before 2032. Miami is drowning under construction and the fallout from Spirit's collapse. Boston Logan is absorbing the Delta-JetBlue competition fight. JFK is consumed by its $19 billion Terminal 1 and Terminal 6 rebuilds.
Phoenix has none of these problems. The airspace is uncongested. The weather cooperates. Sunshine 85% of the year means minimal weather delays. The airport has room to expand. The city government is aligned with the airport's growth plans. Construction costs are lower than coastal hubs, and critically, Phoenix isn't trying to become an international gateway at the scale of JFK or LAX. It's building a right-sized hub focused on premium domestic connectivity with selective international growth. The merger conversation adds another dimension. Reports in early 2026 indicated United Airlines CEO Scott Kirby floated a potential merger with American Airlines to the Trump administration. If any version of that deal happens, even partially, Phoenix becomes strategically critical. The combined airline would need a hub that can absorb growth without triggering the same slot constraints and operational limitations that cap Newark, Chicago, and New York. Phoenix, with its new terminal coming online and 70% market share already concentrated in American and Southwest, would be the natural beneficiary. Over the next 3 to 5 years, Phoenix will solidify its position. The West Terminal planning completes in 2026, with construction beginning before 2030, years ahead of the original schedule. American's international network continues expanding, with Asian wide-body service starting in 2026. Southwest either retreats further or fights to defend its focus city status, and the outcome determines which carrier dominates the new terminal. The bigger question is what happens after Phoenix becomes a fortress. Historically, when an airport transitions from competitive to fortress status, fares rise, choice decreases, and the dominant carrier extracts premium revenue from captive passengers. That pattern will likely repeat in Phoenix. Passengers benefit in the short term from airline investment in terminals, lounges, and routes. Then they pay for it through higher fares once the competition disappears. For the aviation industry, Phoenix is a case study. It demonstrates that fortress hubs aren't created by airline announcements, they're created by geographic position, population growth, airline economics, and infrastructure timing all aligning. When all 4 pieces arrive at the same airport, you get the next Atlanta, the next Charlotte, the next Dallas. Phoenix has all 4 pieces in motion right now. Phoenix Sky Harbor is the airport the aviation industry forgot to watch. While everyone has been focused on Newark's collapse, Miami's chaos, and Boston's airline war, Phoenix has quietly grown into America's 11th busiest hub, attracted Asian wide-body service, accelerated a new terminal years ahead of schedule, and positioned itself as America's strongest remaining growth market. Against all logic, the airport nobody talks about is about to become the fortress that reshapes Western U.S. aviation. The geographic advantages are real. The airline economics work. The new terminal is coming. The international carriers are arriving. And by the time the rest of the industry acknowledges what's happening in the desert, Phoenix will already be American's next fortress, built quietly, executed cleanly, and dominant for the next generation.